Vitebsk is rightfully considered the culture capital of our motherland Belarus. The whole top of the Russian avant-garde was at school of artists Lisitsky, Folk, Malevich were in Vitebsk at the time. The city has also become an integral part of Repin's work. But first of all, Vitebsk is known as the birthplace of Max Chagall. However, Vitebsk is also the place where Malevich formulated all the main provisions of his doctrine of suprematism, which became the beginning of abstract art. Vitebsk is the birthplace of the main turn in the art of the 20th century. In our video, we decided to touch the work of a revolutionary in the history of art, Max Chagall. Walking through the streets of Vitebsk, where he was growing up and studying, you invitingly wrap yourself in the atmosphere of his paintings. The city remembers its artist, so you can easily stumble upon a museum dedicated to him, a sculpture, or a street. In what graphics, pictures, there is a piece of Chagall's soul, and his soul is filled with Vitebsk and memories of this city. The future artist absorbed like a sponge the images that he made in childhood. Little Mark especially liked to watch what was happening around from the attic. Max Chagall, a Belarusian and French artist of Jewish origin, was fond of drawing from a young age. It is the only thing that came out best for him. His first painting teacher, European, discovered the potential in him. Max Chagall stayed away from various associations and groups, starting to form his own unique style. Chagall saw his main task in creating a folk art school. After the 1917 revolution, Chagall created an art school. The artist believed that his students, like himself once, should reach everything themselves.
After some time, a new teacher, Kazimir Malevich, came to the school, having other more innovation views on teaching, so the students were more interested in him. After this, Chagall didn't take students to him because it hurt him. Max Chagall designed the first anniversary of the October Revolution in Vitebsk. Peaceful provincials were equally amazed by the color of the horses, the subject of the painting, and the pose of the men painted over the houses. They didn't understand the so-called leftist art. The only person who appreciated Chagall's work was Alexander Ro. He claimed that there was a stubble blurring and grey taste in the posters. Vitebsk gave Chagall not only the memories that have long nourished the work, but also his wife, who became a muse for him. In 1920, there was the last meeting of Chagall and Vitebsk. The artist was very appreciated and didn't want to destroy the image of Vitebsk that was in his heart. Countless times he told others about how beautiful the city of his childhood and youth is. Many in the world learned about Vitebsk only thanks to Chagall. But the artist loved Vitebsk of his images, where Bela was still alive, where he was young and in love. During the Soviet Union, a wild campaign was founded in Vitebsk against the opening of the Artist Museum. Lectures came who talked about the endless of Chagall painting to the Belarusian people and about all the millions spent on the museum, as well as about the danger posed by Chagall money. His canvases are stored in the largest galleries of the world. Several feature films and documentaries were made in memory of him.